Hi. Hi. How you doing? I've been getting a lot of comments lately pertaining to Mega Man X Corrupted, and I don't like it. For one, either they're spreading misinformation or they're gatekeeping, and either two is not a good sign. And these are for the people who are actually watching this development for the very first time and are now trying to get into the series. Well, not really a series, but just Mega Man X Corrupted in general.
Okay.
Most of y'all don't know, but this game's been kind of in development for like 16 years now, maybe more. But last I checked, I remember JKB lost a lot of progress in making Corrupted for the very first time. At least like, what, 6 to 8 years worth of progress? All that went down the drain last I remember. So technically, all that lost and he had to redo it from the ground up with a different engine. And because of that, he ended up reviving the whole Mega Man X Corrupted game, making everything from scratch with new sprites and everything. Unlike the old sprites that are like literally ripped off from the game itself. Instead of ripping the sprites from the games themselves, they end up making new sprites unique to Corrupted. If we're taking into account without the loss of progress, I would say this game's been in development for like 8 years technically. Again, we're not counting the progress he's lost because of what happened. But at the same time, this is a fan game. Why are people getting worked up over a fan game? You are worried about the wrong thing. I've been getting comments left and right talking about, oh, this game's been developing for like 16 years. It's never gonna come out. Bro, shut your ass up. Excuse my language. But I hate people who are coming into my comments talking about this game as if they know what's going on. Y'all don't know nothing, and it pisses me off. I don't really see people talking about this game as much as it should be talked about, because this is without I'm losing my voice.
You look like you're just fat.
I beg your pardon?
I would like to compare this to Hollow Knight, but that's kind of a bad comparison considering that Hollow Knight has been around since 2017. People have been waiting on Silk Song for the past 8 years, and it's not really a good look on the studios themselves. Shoot, even Undertale with Deltarune. But the idea of a fan game getting trashed on and tarnished over a long development time where these people are working on this game for free, mind you, not getting paid a single dime. Meanwhile, you got studios out there who are getting paid top dollars to sell you a product that's probably not even as good as it should be. And this is comparing a fan game to a game that's been in development for a while. Silk Song, I hate to compare the two, but bro, you're paying money for a game that you've been waiting for a long time. Mega Man X Corrupted, you should not be paying a damn thing. Okay, I know what I just said sounds crazy, but come on now. All their efforts should be worth it. I'm just saying, Capcom has gotta nominate these people or something. They deserve it. Award or something. And they're doing this for free. I have to keep telling you this. For free. They're not putting a price tag on nothing. And if you say they're milking off of streams or videos or whatever, bro, that's not their fault. I don't remember the last time I ever heard of a fan game that's being made profit off of. Oh, freaking Sonic Omens, that game. I remember those devs alone started a Patreon to support their development of the game. That right there was a red flag. Those kind of developers were the scummy ones. They opened up Patreon to support the development of Sonic Omens. We got games like freaking Spark the Electric Jester, which is pretty much a Sonic spin-off. Well, not spin-off, but more of a Sonic clone to that extent. But Spark is actually a really good game. I mean, people would consider it a fan game of Sonic, but it's not. It's genuinely its own game, inspired by Sonic. I'm getting off topic. I'm over here ranting, but looking at the development, what the frick is his audio? Yeah, this is how you know this is YouTube 16 years ago. Oh my gosh, the quality, what the frick? Yeah, this was recorded in 240p. Ugh, disgusting quality. I mean, this is how you know this is back in the day, YouTube. I mean, shoot, I don't blame. They had like a whole combo system. I don't even know what recording software they were using, but this was Corrupted back in the day. Oh my gosh. Bad freaking unnecessary sound effects. Zero had moves that I've never even seen before. And this is like the first video. I think this is the first video he ever made. This is the oldest video, mind you. And Zero has all these moves. And this is his old sprite too. So they added some custom animations here and there. I don't know if JKP was working on this by himself or he was working with other people at the time. I'm not too sure. I gotta let me know in the comments, but just looking at the development from back then to what it is currently is crazy. I mean, granted, this is what he's been doing so far. And I think it kind of just blew up back then too, because back then we didn't really have much happening or much going on with Mega Man at the time. But this just goes to show that Mega Man was at a dead zone during the time. I mean, obviously the sprites used here are reused, like everything here was reused. But for Corrupted to make it its own, like, unique Mega Man X fan game on its own, which was insane to me, they had to literally literally do everything from scratch. And that's what made the game what it is today. What the frick is with that camera angle? Okay, you had to get hit to fix that camera. What the frick? I think if I'm going by this correctly, the engine is pretty much the same as actually from Mega Man X itself, minus a few gimmicks, or he could have just made this engine all by himself. Oh yeah, this is save switch port. Yeah, all this is so old school. What the frick? Look at that. That is super old. I think they had a well, before everything got scrapped, or should I say, what was the thing again? He lost everything and then had to redesign everything. I mean, this is X. I don't know what. Oh, he has up dash. Pretty much has all of his mobility joint. And sound effects. What the fuck? Oh my gosh. I mean, I think we can get the idea of what this is. But the most infamous video I've seen was the Zero Viral armor. Hold on, look at this. This is what really stood out to me the most when they introduced Mega Man X Corrupted. Was that Zero had his viral armor, and it looked so unique. And I was like, even though the sprite here is literally just the same with his mouth covered, but he had so much swag to his abilities. Like, look at that. Like, bro, when I first saw this for the first time, I was genuinely hyped to see this game come through. I'm like, when is this game gonna drop? I was like, what? I forget, like 12, 13 years old? Maybe younger? I forgot. Maybe 9. 8 or 9. This was 16, maybe 15 ago. Hold on, let me look at the date. This was 15 years ago, yeah. So during that time, I was 11. I was 11 when this video dropped. So seeing this and everything going on right now, holy frig, they came a long way. Like, bro, look at this. I mean, this is a stage straight ripped from Mega Man X3, I think. I'm not too sure. And then you could freely access these gate walls. I'm pretty sure this is the sewer level from when they first introduced the what was it, the first hour of Mega Man X? Because when they fought that one boss, that pufferfish boss, I call him pufferfish, but oh, the phase through is crazy. And I think they took away the combo system. I wish they brought that back, to be honest. I feel like the combo system was it actually worked in this game. I don't know what happened. Somebody could let me know about the combo system in the comments, that'd be great, but I'm pretty sure this was supposed to be the layout, but they ended up changing everything, like redoing everything. Like, this is not what it used to be anymore. Looking at this, comparing that to what it was, I think this is on one of their streams. I never actually saw like actual gameplay footage, but comparing the footage we have here to what it was back then, they worked on a lot. Bro, this looks insane. For a small group of people to be working on a game like this is insane. I mean, the quality here is kind of bad because I think it's because it was on stream. Was this a mini boss? Yeah, this is a mini boss. Like, bro, look at it. Look how much progress they made. I assume the design, the pixel aspects probably took way longer than it should. But again, these are a small group of people versus a studio. A small group versus an entire studio. You think they could make something like this? I'm pretty sure the studio can make something just like this with a lot of people. No problem. But when you got a group of guys just not getting paid to do any of this, but doing this for free? Come on now. I know it sounds like I'm glazing a little bit, but bro, what studio do you know? Well, not even just a studio. What kind of group of people that you know would do stuff like this? Like, for free, mind you. Like, what? I just don't get the hate. I just don't. Like, I understand at some point, like, yeah, it's been long overdue, but this is not a yandere simulation. This is not a yandere dev situation where the developer is just milking off of the concept of the game for the sake of just milking it, you know? Like, you don't got people like these guys. Like, these guys are putting their all into making this project, and they're trying to see it to its perfection. Like, you can't rush perfection, not at all. You can't just rush it. Otherwise, you're giving us a project that's not even finished. People don't want that, because I feel like if they were to like release a demo, I feel like 9 out of 10 people will get satisfied, but not satisfied enough, if that makes any sense, right? Because they're only giving you a glimpse of what to expect, and it's not fair for them because they really want to make this done as best as they could. And I'm pretty sure somebody told me in the comments before is like 82.2% done. That's good. That's good enough. That's all I need to know. That means they're almost done. We're getting there. This might take maybe next year, or I don't know, depending on how fast they can get through the stages, because they're missing the final stage, the final stage, the Sky Fortress, and one more Maverick box before you move on to the last 5 Palace stage, or 3 or 4. How many stages? Palace stages. That's the one thing they also have to work on too. I don't know if they got done with that or not, because I feel like with everything that's been going on with Strike having X's ultimate armor, I don't know what the plot's all about, but I feel like we're gonna go in for like at least a good 50-hour story gameplay. Like, I don't know how long this game's gonna be last, but all I know for sure, speed running is gonna be a major thing in this game for sure. Because I don't know if because they're trying to cater to mostly speedrunners as well as casuals and pros alike. But like, this game has a mix of everything. I think around somewhere between 8 to 7 years is when I see the updated sprites. I don't remember too much, but looking at the one 8 years ago, the sprite here looks entirely different from what it was 9 years ago. This is an entirely different X. The sprite is completely revamped. Look at this. Hold on. I mean, the meter, not so much, but just looking at the sprite itself, like, they revamped this version of X. And we push on what happened 6 years ago. The video is called New HUD and Testing New Screen Resolution. So he got better screen resolution with 0. Look at the new HUD. They changed everything. And look at the stage in the background too. I think they changed all that too. I don't remember exactly, but the new sprites, the new resolution, they've changed pretty much everything. And I don't know how long that took, but it probably took a long time. So I would assume like maybe a year's worth, maybe a year or two to get all that custom sprites and all that with the characters, X, 0. I mean, at this time, 0 was barely completed as it looks like. But if we're comparing that to what it is now, right? Look at what it is now. Like, bro, it looks so freaking clean. Like, I'm stuttering. Frank.
Shut your lame ass up.
But just looking at the gameplay now, comparing back then, it's just insane. Like, the progress that took them, I mean, without the whole resetting thing, starting over from scratch, they had to do everything all over again. With the cyber stage looking like this, imagine Sky Fortress, like, dude. And with the inclusion of Axel, whenever you can get a chance to get him playable, dude, like, I thought, like, the whole time on April 1st, when this video came out, I thought this was a freaking joke at a minute, like a freaking animation file or whatever. It turns out it's actually legit. This is real. Like, dude, They've worked 6 weeks on this character alone. I think they still got work to do with Axel, since adding Axel into the game now kind of complicates things in a way. Since with the inclusion of Axel, that means the inclusion of a new boss attack with Axel, since he has to use their DNA as a sort of a maneuverability or attack or something along those lines, but you kind of get the point. But yeah, I've done enough rambling. Like I said, if you're one of those people who are trying to gatekeep people from trying to see this game, trying to see that, oh, this is never gonna finish, bro, don't let this be a Silk Song thing. Like, people have been asking for Silk Song for so long, and then with the recent Nintendo Direct, they recently showcased just a snippet of Hollow Knight Silk Song, right? And it said 2025. Silk Song is gonna happen this year. But you know what else is gonna happen this year? GTA 6.